Good afternoon, folks. This is Marius from mariuslandman.com. And to accompany this report number 38, I'm just going to make a short video to explain to you this report number 38 because I think it needs a little bit more explanation than just putting it in a Word document. So the report includes report number 37, which you can simply go to this link here on the bottom where it says watch the private premium members Bitcoin video. You click on that and that will take you to the private video to explain to you report number 37. And then this video that I'm uploading here for report number 38, simply click on that link. That will take you to the video as well. So what we are saying here is that phase 2 started on 29 May, and this phase is a strong price reversal phase. We're going to see a lot of upwards momentum here. We just need to be a little bit more patient for the next 2, 3, or 4 days, even perhaps a week. Now expect Bitcoin to hit the low point between the 6th and 8th June, and our cycle indicates this to be a turning point for Bitcoin moving upwards from 8 to 10 June. The expected Bitcoin low is between 7.2 and 6.917, and there is a possibility that Bitcoin may not go lower to 7.200. And I'm going to show you this now, because what has happened in the last 24 hours, folks, is that there's a lot of price support coming into Bitcoin. And you have heard me speak about this, where I said that the money from the stock market unexpectedly is going to enter Bitcoin. And this is the money that we are looking at. The money will start entering Bitcoin, and that creates price support. So it could be that the upwards momentum is prematurely, and this is a good sign for Bitcoin. It's not a bad sign. Earlier today, we saw Bitcoin touch 7355 before setting up a strong price reversal to 7600. This means that between 7355, it's about $438 to our expected level of 6917. Now, looking at the archive algorithm data, it appears to point to one more lower low. And let me show you this in the chart as we talk. Our first target is 9663, then 11,684. And then, folks, the good news is we're heading to 21,000 and another level above that, which we identify here of 25,600. And this is going to be at the end of July and August 3, and I'll give exact dates in the next week or two. What is really interesting from this chart is that you can see that we have created or are busy creating a triple bottom. A touch there, touch here, and touch there, and those are about 60 days apart. And what happens after a triple bottom is that you will see that the market will start going up, breaking the neckline support, go up again and up again. And in this chart here, if you were to zoom in, I give you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the wave, and then we are now busy in an ABC correction, and we think that we will head down to 7.2 before we break up and go another subwave, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to that support line there, the 44-degree angle support line there, before we then break up. On the right-hand side, you'll see that I've given you the archive algorithm data. Now let's zoom into this, and if you go down to the second page here, you'll see that I've created the blue and the green arrows. Our archive algorithm data shows that we were having this bounce up and then coming down, and that is the bounce that we're talking about. And that line there is basically that line there that we see where we had that up move there. And for that reason, we actually expect Bitcoin to come down slightly to this lower low point around this figure here. So what I'm saying is that although we went up here, we are going to come down and potentially hit that level. Now, there is a possibility, and this is what you need to understand, guys, that from there onwards is that Bitcoin could break down slightly, very slightly, and resume that path to breakout. If this happens, you can see here the level of 7.8. If we break the 7.8 mark there, that will be a confirmed uptrend move. And I'll go into this later when we get into the charts. Then further on in this report, I give you the Bitcoin Investment Trust, the long-term figure, which is 40,000 and 70,000 here by June, July. And for Bitcoin, we say here that we're going to hit the $19,000 range. Now, this was done probably here in March. So our new figures there, obviously, as you can see when you scroll through there, you will see that I'm saying that our new figures is 21.5 and then 25.600. So those are the targets that we are going to hit between July and then going into August. Okay, as you scroll down here, we've got this Litecoin video. It's advisable that you do watch this Litecoin video. That'll actually explain what's happening here. We could potentially see that Litecoin goes the same path as Bitcoin, where it actually starts breaking down slightly, moving up, and we could see a upwards move here. But again, watch that video there. Very important that you watch that, folks. Everything that we predict is going to come true. I can promise you that. It's only delayed. There's a big delay in the price suppression for Bitcoin and Litecoin. As a matter of fact, only Bitcoin, because the ones who control Bitcoin can control every single cryptocurrency. Then what I give you is the model portfolio. You can basically go through this, and if you align your model portfolio similar to what we have here, you will have big success. It does not mean that you can't add any other coins into this. You can simply change some of these coins, Ripple, Tron, to something that you like and that you agree in. But the emphasis of this portfolio is the fact that if you have 100,000 or even 10,000 or $1,000, split them 70-30 and go into this model portfolio and have a look at that. And then again, just follow us on Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Facebook. If you want to become a premium member, it's very cheap. We're making it affordable. We're not charging $1,000 a year, folks. We're only charging $24 a month. It's cheap. I want to help everybody and get everybody on the same path, because I tell you now, folks, what's coming next is going to be one huge move. So let's get into the chart quickly. So this chart is exactly in our report number 38. You can see these are all 30-day segments. Now what we expect as we zoom in here is that, and let me just get into what is happening right now at the moment here with Bitcoin. You can see that I drew an ABC correction here, and I'm just going to move that slightly up. So what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do here is that we will basically do this, an A, a B, and then a C correction downwards before we then finally move up. And let me get into the details of that quickly, the way how I see that. If you were to look at the previous segment here, which happened 60 days ago, I expect that it's going to be something similar than this. So let's say that point there is actually the breakout that we have there, a little bit higher. So in essence, what I'm thinking, if history repeats itself, is that we could have a little bit of sideways movement there. We could then have a drop there, and this is the drop that I'm talking about. See that little drop there? We drop there. We then go sideways there, and we start breaking up. Exactly that breakup that you see there. So in essence, folks, we see goodness for Bitcoin. I don't see it going down. There's nothing in our data, and this is what I want to point out. There's nothing in our data that says that it's going this way. It's simply just not the case. As a matter of fact, we can see that green line. We expect it to go up. And then what I'm saying is that the potential drop is between 7.2 and 6.9 in that vicinity roundabout there. So it could potentially have an A, B, and a C correction. Perhaps it could stop there at 7.3. We don't know. And we're not going to split hairs, folks, and try and pinpoint that to the exact dollar, exact $100. It's literally impossible at the moment what's happening with Bitcoin here to get the exact bottom. As a matter of fact, I am basically inclined to say that that could perhaps also be the bottom. If that is not the bottom, then we could perhaps touch somewhere here, but we could also touch there. Now, we don't need to split hairs between where it's going to drop or where it's not going to drop. The point is, folks, in our cycle, once we've reached this point here where we are now, which are now the 6th of June, 6, 7, 8, we're going to reach a low. Wherever that comes down to the low, that is where the low point is going to be. Then come Thursday, Friday, we're starting to move up. And that move is going to be slow in the beginning. But come year 16 June, we will see a move that could potentially just break out upwards. One other thing that I just quickly want to say is that I did put the, see here, I've put in that triple bottom in there. It shows you here buy after the breakout. That is where there is a confirmation that you can buy. And I say that is around about the 7879 mark. Personally, for me, I'm investing a huge amount of money, and I'm waiting for that neckline to be broken to show me the uptrend where it will go up and down and then shoot up further. That is a buy at that position to add onto your portfolios. And then obviously you can take profits here, which will be at the 9663 level, or you can just let it run to 11.6, 13.35. And as I said, these levels here will start dropping 8%, 12%, 20%, and more. But listen, folks, good luck. So there it is, report 37 and 38. Happy investing, and I wish you good luck. Thank you very much.